what's shaken? Today we are going to get into tapping and describing some old school video games because why not, right? It's kind of a relaxing deal. So we're going to start with a PlayStation 2 game called Katamari Damacy, which I think in the English-speaking world was released as We Love Katamari Damacy. Well, everybody loves Katamari Damacy. I'm not quite sure. But in this game, in the Katamari Damacy series of games, you start as a little fella, and you can change up your character in this game, but you are a little fella rolling a ball around, known as a katamari. In Japanese, katamari, I believe, is kind of a clod, a clump of something, and damacy is spirit, and the kanji, the Japanese characters, as you can see here, are very similar for Katamari and Damacy. So yeah, you're rolling around this little sphere, and depending on what level you're on, it could be very small, or it could be very large, or it could start off small and become very large, because you see as you're rolling it around, you can pick up things which are small enough to stick to it. If they're way bigger than the sphere, they're not going to stick to it, not unless you've picked up enough smaller things to make your katamari larger. So you could start off very small, rolling it around a room, picking up things like marbles, or hairpins, or tangerine. And as you get larger, you can pick up larger things, like books and cats and dogs, and then eventually people, cars, bushes, trees. And then buildings, airplanes, sea monsters, countries, planets, stars. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. You can end up picking up. So it's a cool game. I like it. Let's move on to the next one. The next is a very old school game from 1984. Crab Grab. And it's one of the old Nintendo Game & Watch games. Simple controls, a game A and a game B. No option to turn off the sound, so it's going to make its beeps and boops. And I really like this game in Crab Grab. Essentially, as the name implies, you kind of grabbing crabs, if you will. Again, you start as a little fella who can move around horizontally or vertically. And there's crabs at the top of the screen. And as you push them up off the top of the screen, they come back on the bottom of the screen. And then they start moving slowly up again. And if they catch you, you lose life. But if you're able to clear all the crabs from the top of the screen, then you move on to the next level, where there are inevitably more crabs to clear. And the other version of the game is the same concept, but crabs just kind of start appearing from the top of the screen. It's not like the other one where every crab you push off the top appears on the bottom. You just kind of get crabs appearing at the bottom anyway, and you have to try and clear the top. Of course, the old Game & Watch games, being so limited in what they could do in terms of graphics, and to rely nearly entirely on gameplay. Of course, you could have a fun kind of theme, but it was all about the gameplay, naturally, like all old school video games really. If you didn't have good gameplay, you were done for. You couldn't rely on nicely drawn video clips to try and carry the game. You couldn't really rely on the story necessarily to be fun to play. Which, imagine that. What a nice idea for a video game. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Next one, let's do a Game Boy game. But we're not gonna talk about the one that's in here. We're gonna talk about this one. Pitman. Now that was the name it was given in Japan, and again in the English-speaking world, it was known as Cat Trap. And this is a fun game. There's 100 levels, or right around 100 levels, 99, 100, or 101. I think that, well, anyway, around 100 levels. And you play as a little fella or a little gal. Who have to work their way out of a dungeon, level by level. And it's a puzzle game, a platform puzzler. You have to walk around and climb ladders, and there's little monsters and ghosts, and to get to the next level, you gotta punch them off the screen. But you gotta get to them. That's the trick. You're not able to jump, so you have to move blocks around and stuff to actually get to them, you know. You gotta figure out how to get to all the monsters so you can smack them off the screen. And sometimes in fact, most of the time, you can just choose whether you're going to be the boy or the girl. But sometimes, some levels, you gotta flick between the two of them in order to solve the puzzle. And because a lot of these games didn't have a save function, and you don't necessarily want to be messing around writing the password down. Just kind of works on the honor system. You just choose what level you're on from last time. I mean, if you want to skip ahead, if you're stuck on one, you sure could do. So that's Pitman, or Cat Trap. It's a fun little game. teaching how that one sounds, I gotta say, because I think that one sounds fantastic. We did this one. What should we do next? Ah, here we go. Another Game & Watch. I think maybe the grab sounds a little better. Let's see, here's the grab. And here's this one. It's just different, it's a bit lighter, isn't it? It's a little bit lighter. There we go, there's some deeper sounds there. But, this one is Donkey Kong Jr. Now again, it's a game in the Game & Watch series. I would posit that this is the greatest platform game ever made, which is a bold claim for a little game made in 1982. You can get out the little stand here if you want to display it. But it's so great, and it's such a great challenge. You can play it online. Like, I got into it playing like a Flash version online, but when I got this I realized that it's subtly different. Just because you're able to do something on the online Flash version doesn't mean you can do it quite the same way in every aspect on the original. So this one is 40 years old now, and you play as Donkey Kong Jr. You have to go along the bottom, get up here, go along the top, jump and grab, and then repeat. There's a little key locking up your dad, Donkey Kong, and every time you get 4 of them he gets out the cage. Then you repeat, and there's birds flying around. You try and get him, and there's snapjaws going along on the floor, or the ground, if you will. You try and get him, and a fruit will appear up on the top level, which you can smack down in order to get enemies below for bonus points. But it's such a great challenge. When I finally broke 1,000 points on Game B, I was well happy. No, I haven't actually played this for a while, but I believe it's once you get past 300 points, if you still have all your lives left, you get double points until you lose a life, and if you have lost any lives at 300 points, then you just get them back. So if you really want to go for the high score, you've really got to hang on to all your lives as long as you can. Yeah, that's a good one. Alright, let's do reach over